looks like this. Is it on?
No, it's not on.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, you are.
Is it on?
No.
Turn it up. I really don't need one. My voice isn't enough. Hello. Is it on?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to Residents Village Players production of Drowsy. I wrote it down. I've been with you for 8 months. Dastardly Dr. Deveraux. Our cast has been practicing since December. All right. We did a very good job. A couple things I have to tell you first. Please turn off at this time your cell phone. If your cell phone is on, if you hear any beeps up here, beep, that's because it's interfering with the microphones. Thank you. Second of all, there will be some sound effects, so don't get scared. There'll be a siren and some gongs and some bells and things. So they just happen throughout the show. One other thing I think is very interesting, our average age on stage, can anybody guess? Average. 82.4. Now, in your program, you will see 2 little tickets. They are for refreshments at the intermission. Only at intermission, you get 1 drink and either piece of candy or a bagged chips, pretzels, whatever they have back there. All right, that's what the 2 tickets are for. Okay, welcome to the Dastardly Dr. Doolittle. Deveraux! Thank you, you all have programs, you know what I'm saying. Our actors today will bring you suspense, drama, and comedy. Also, we've invited the Temptations and the Supremes here this afternoon. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Dastardly Dr. Deveraux.
Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. It's starting out to be a hectic day. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We'll do our best to help you come what may.
Pardon me if I'm acidic. It's hard to get into the clinic. A poor boy has to grovel and plead and beg.
I merely paid some money, but to come up with the money may end up costing you an arm and leg.
Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We're open round the clock, so don't be late. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We'll know American life if you get paid.
Never had appendicitis, but now I have an appendectomy.
Hey, I've got conjunctivitis, but treated for phlebitis. My surgery is all less than Z.
Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We're open round the clock, so don't delay. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. You're welcome here, provided you can pay. Have a nice day.
Hanover D. Cash Clinic. Nurse Hatchett speaking. Oh, yes, Mrs. Cash. Of course, Mrs. Cash. I'll be sure to tell Dr. Deveraux right away. Hey, dog's breath!
Oh, what? What?
Well, catching up on your beauty sleep, I see.
She obviously missed some of hers.
Well, I thought you'd want to know. We've heard from Mrs. Cash, and she's on her way over to pay a little visit.
What? Hilda, don't just stand there. Do something. Help me.
Well, what would you like me to do to help you?
Hilda,
Yes.
I don't know what you're supposed to do now, but I'll tell you what.
Oh, yes, we need to treat the patients.
Well, okay, but I don't see any patients here.
Well, not here in the emergency room, but the wards are filling up with them.
Yeah, and they're all worth a fortune in medical bills. That's what made a lot of Cash and her husband so rich.
And now that Hanover D. Cash has passed on, you are planning to fill his shoes and your pants pockets.
Yeah, I've got a lot of D. Cash eating right out of my hand.
Oh, well, I hope for her sake he washed it first. Okay, so, when do you plan to propose?
Well, today, after all, the sooner I ask her, the sooner we'll be wed.
Huh, yeah, and the sooner you're wed, then the sooner you can arrange for her to have a little accident. And then remember that your partner in crime will be your partner for life.
Yeah, how could I forget? Yeah. She doesn't know it, but she's going to meet with a terrible accident as soon as I get married to Lotta. So, Hilda, I need to make my rounds for the clinic. So be sure and page me the moment Lotta arrives.
Yes, darling.
Hilda, cool it. The walls have ears.
Yeah, and the floors have lips, and the ceilings have eyeballs. I got it. Paging.
Mr. Head, Mr. M.T. Head, report to the psychiatrist's office.
Okay, Hilda, the patients could be arriving at any minute, so man your battle station.
Oh, aye, aye, Doctor.
Perfect place for an old battle axe.
Excuse me,
Yes?
I'm Nurse March, Nurse Wendy March. I've been hired to work here, and this is my first day on the job.
Oh, a rookie, huh? Well, we'll see that you get broken in very quickly. Nurse Hilda Hatchett here, head nurse. So there's just one thing you have to remember. What I say goes.
Yes, ma'am.
Nurse Hatchett, Dr. Bones Cutter would like to see you in his office, please.
Oh, very well. Would you please be able to cover the desk? Whoa, no, no. What I'd like you to do is keep an eye on the desk. No, 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 no. Just watch it.
Hi, I'm Wendy. I'm new here.
Hi, I'm Ivy Drip. I'd shake your hand, but I have to watch the desk.
I think Nurse Hatchett was speaking figuratively. I don't think she meant for you to stare at it.
Oh, all right. Welcome to the clinic.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, no need to be. These folks are really nice. Just watch out for Nurse Hatchett, and don't let Dr. Deveraux find you alone in the linen closet.
I'll remember that. Would you like to get off your feet since there's nobody else around?
I would, but they're attached to my ankles.
I meant, would you like to sit down?
Oh, sure.
First thing that I learned in nursing school was how tired you can get after standing all day.
Oh, sure. You said your name is Wendy?
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C.
Wait a minute. You were found floating on the Potomac? That's awful.
Yes, it is. I was taken to St. Jude's orphanage. So if I feel blue, in sad or unhappy mood, to cheer myself up, I just recall my life at St. Jude. Oh, I loved them like no other, the nuns that gave me shelter and saved me from a world of care and strife. Though I might have had no brothers, still I had 50 sisters to help me down the rocky road of life. The nuns made me feel great and never inferior. And boy, what a mom, she was a mother superior. Oh, I loved them like no other, the nuns that gave me shelter and saved me from a world of care and strife. Though I might have had no brothers, still I had 50 sisters to help me down the rocky road of life. It was a windy March day when they took me to St. Jude's, and that's the nuns named me Wendy March.
So if it had been a different time of year, I could be sitting next to sweaty July or spooky October. You don't know who your parents are?
No, and I have no idea how I got into the Potomac River. That was over 20 years ago, and I've given up all hope of finding my family.
Oh, that's too bad.
Paging Nurse Drip, Nurse Ivy Drip, report to Ward 4. Paging Mr. Lot, Mr. Bill A. Lot, report to the accounting office.
Maybe we'll run into each other around the clinic.
Well, let's hope not. That could hurt.
Nurse Hatchett,
Paging Mr. Legg, Mr. Harry Legg. The doctor is ready to apply your cast.
Hello, I'm new here.
Hello, I'm Dr. Good, Dr. Feelgood. I'm an intern here. My head is spinning, my heart is pounding, my stomach's doing flip-flops. I would have to say I just suddenly fall in love with this girl, or else I'm suffering from vertigo, palpitations, or acid indigestion.
My face is flushed, my ears are ringing, there's a lump in my throat. Either I've fallen in love with this guy, or I'm having an attack of the epizooties. Thank you, doctor.
Excuse me. I need a doctor. I need a nurse. If it gets any better, I don't want to get worse.
What seems to be the problem, youngster?
Well, my mummy gave me 2 cents to buy some candy at the store, and I have holes in my pockets, so I put them in my mouth. So I was walking and I fell down and hurt my knee and swallowed the pennies. And I don't feel too good at all right now.
Well, I'll have to have Nurse Wendy take you down to X-ray. It won't hurt you a bit. If you will escort him down to X-ray, if you will.
Certainly, doctor.
And Wendy, by the way, feel free to call me Phil unless Nurse Hatchett's around.
I will, Phil.
Thank you very much, sir.
Come along, honey.
Okay, good.
How do you feel now?
Well, I feel like a piggy bank, but...
Are you feeling okay? You look a little feverish.
I do.
You do?
Where's a pencil? Where's a chart? I got a funny feeling around my heart. No, wait, I don't need an EKG. I think I know what's wrong with me. I can't be sure, but I'm willing to bet it has something to do with the girl I just met. It feels like something is out of whack. Give me room.
Give me room.
Stand back.
Stand back.
Feels like I'm having a love attack.
Oh yes, he's having a love attack.
How do I feel?
How do you feel?
I feel good.
He feels so good.
How do I feel now?
How do you feel
I
now?
feel good. Feel good. I'm not lying. There's no denying.
No.
I feel good.
He's feeling good.
How do I feel?
How do you feel?
I feel good.
He feels so good.
I feel good now.
Feels good now.
Feel good. Feels good. I'm not lying. There's no denying. I feel good.
He's feeling good.
What a wonderful day. Oh, after years of struggling through nursing school, going to classes by day, and dancing in the chorus line at Malinsky's Burlesque Theater every night to earn the money for my tuition, I have finally become a nurse. And not only that, but I've met a handsome, noble young doctor that I could love with all my heart. Should I pinch myself to see if this is just a dream?
Allow me.
How dare you!
Take it easy, cutie. I'm just trying to be friendly. You must be the new nurse we've been expecting around here. I'm Dr. Dog's Breath Deveraux. I'm a big man around here. I'm going to be a lot bigger once I secure a lot of Cash's fortune. So it would be worth your while to be nice to me.
Dr. Deveraux, I always try to be nice to everyone. But I want our relationship to be strictly business, nothing more.
And I will respect your wishes. So, what's your name, cutie?
My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C. The nuns named me Wendy March because it was a windy March day when I was brought to them.
I still think that's a funny name.
I wouldn't talk if I were you, dog's breath.
It's true, my name is unusual, I admit, but you see, the evening that I came into this world, a blizzard was raging outside. My father woke up the doctor next door. Deliver my baby, he cried. When filling out forms, the doctor inquired, what name shall I put in this space? The family dog jumped up on the bed and licked mother right in the face. She murmured, dog's breath. Doc wrote down dog's breath, Deveraux. Why he did that, I don't know. Soon everybody said, poor kid, it will warp his ego and his id. Kids called me dog's breath Deveraux. Tease me everywhere I go. They laughed at me and joked and jeered, but I can't deny my name is weird. Dog's breath. So I worked really hard in medical school and got me an MD degree. Now I get revenge on patients I treat. They faint when I tell them my fee. They called me dog's breath. What a curse. Is there any name that's worse? But what was once a cause for shame, one day soon will bring me wealth and fame. Hooray for dog's breath Deveraux. They'll yell everywhere I go. And wait till the patients that I see beg to name their children after me. They'll all be dog's breath.
That's a sad story, but it could have been worse. Imagine if your parents had had a cat instead of a dog. They might have named you Furball.
Very funny. That's my sister. But when I grew up, I became determined to make Dog's Breath Deveraux a name that would be revered, and I shall. And to own a Dog's Breath Deveraux clinic is almost within my grasp. In fact, you can congratulate me early.
Oh, Dr. Deveraux, no!
Dog's breath. What are you doing?
Lotta, I was just showing our new nurse here how to set a broken rib. That was close.
How considerate of you, dog's breath. My, what a pretty young thing. I'm Lotta Cash, and what's your name, dear? My name is Wendy Mart. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no paper and no...
Paging Nurse Hold'em, Nurse Wanda Hold'em, report to the nursery.
Nurse March, I see the desk is unattended, so will you see to it, please?
Of course. Excuse me.
And Lotta, to what do I owe the pleasure of your visit, dear?
I was hoping you could escort me and give me a little tour of the clinic. Dear Hanover always took care of business, but now that he's passed on, I do my best to assume his responsibilities.
Oh, until you can find someone else to assume your burden?
Oh, that would be such a relief. I would welcome suggestions you might have.
Well, Lotta, I do have some ideas along those lines. So I tell you what, why don't you wait over there for me while I give Nurse March her instructions, and I'll join you shortly.
I can't wait to hear what you have in mind.
Ta-ta. So, cutie, you live alone? Can I give you a ride home in my new Model T?
Yes, I live alone, and no, I don't want to ride home. I'll take the trolley, thank you.
Playing hard to get, huh?
I'm not playing, Doctor. I'm here to work. Now, what are the desk duties here in the emergency room?
Okay, well, all right. Somebody calls, you answer the phone, and if somebody comes in for treatment, you get them to fill out the admissions form, and be sure to get a check for $50 as a deposit for services. That's the most important thing.
I would think treating the patient would be the most important thing.
Oh, my dear young Florence Nightingale, you have so much to learn.
Clang with the trolley, clang with the bell. It jumped off the tracks and now I don't feel well. I've got a problem, so quick as a flash. I came here to see Hanover DeCash. Is this the emergency room?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. I went over to the main entrance, but they sent me over here. I've been in a terrible accident. I got run over by a runaway trolley.
Oh, my goodness. There's no time to lose. Give the nurse a check for $50 as a deposit for services.
I don't have a bank account.
It's a tragedy. The patient's going to die.
But I do have $1,000 in cash.
Oh, it's a miracle. The patient's going to live. Give the nurse your name.
Oh, I heard.
Yeah, I know that, but we still need your name.
That is my name, Oliver Irving Hurt.
Oliver Irving Hurt.
You right for an orderly, doctor?
Yeah, Ward, can't you see this guy is in terrible pain? Get him to a treatment room at once, at least $900 worth.
Easy. I'm Ward. I'm Ward Helper.
Oh, thank
I'll
you.
make sure you're taken care of just fine.
Oh, thank you.
Paging Dr. Boyles, Dr. Lance Boyles. Your patient is waiting. Also paging midwife Ketchum, midwife Hope U. Ketchum. Report to the delivery room at once.
What's that call for me?
Nah, they were just paging old Butterfingers Ketchum. Listen, a lot of cash needs me to show her around the clinic. So, Nurse Drift, you watch the desk.
Ivy, I think what he meant was for you to stay here.
Oh, well, that makes more sense.
Ivy, I've just met the most wonderful man. Do you know Phil Good?
Oh, Dr. Good. Yes, the nurses are crazy about him. But he says he knows the girl of his heart, a girl of his dreams. He'll recognize her and he'll know her in his heart. Isn't that the most romantic thing you've ever heard?
Oh, golly, yes. When we met, he told me he had seen me before in his dreams.
No kidding. You must be the girl he's been looking for.
Dare I hope?
Dare. He's so wonderful, so noble and handsome. And good through and through.
Maybe he's too good for me.
What do you mean?
Should I tell her? Ivy, I have a shameful secret. I had to work my way through nursing school, and the only job I could find was as a chorus girl at Molinsky's Burlesque Theater. Do you think Phil could ever love a girl who danced in burlesque?
I don't know. He has very high standards. I wouldn't tell him if I were you.
I won't, but I hate to deceive him. I've always thought that two people in love should be totally honest with each other.
I know what you mean. I have a boyfriend in the clinic, ward helper.
He was just here a few minutes ago to take a patient for treatment. He seems very nice.
Oh, he is. He's very nice, but he's strong and gentle too.
Paging Dr. Payne, Dr. Easy Payne, report to the pharmacy.
Well, isn't this cozy? So really, Nurse Drip, do you plan to sit here all day, or do you think you're going to be able to manage to get a little work done?
Dr. Deveraux told me to stay here and watch the desk.
So, where is Dog's Breath?
He took a lot of cash on a tour around the clinic.
Oh, he did. All right, well, I will stay here and watch the desk. What you need to do is to take Nurse March and go collect the bedpans and distribute them to the patients.
Yes, Nurse Hatchet. Where are they?
Where I always keep them, in the icebox. Well, I didn't get where I am today by being sweet and shy and teasable. You'd never think of me as bright and gay, or cute and coy and teasable. When you look like I do, life can be rough. So I learned very early to be mean and tough. When I was just a little girl, my mom gave me a dolly. It didn't take too long for her to figure out that such a gift was folly. I chopped off its head with an axe and cut off all its fingers. Now, that was many, many years ago, but the memory still lingers. That was the most fun I'd ever had, but Mama said, Hilda, you've been very bad. Sorry, Mummy. I'm a bad girl. If you're sensible, you'll stay away from me. It's not so fun to be mean and rotten, and you'll have to admit I'm not easily forgotten, 'cause I'm a bad girl, and a bad girl's all I ever want to be. Now, I grew up to be a nurse. The perfect occupation. I get to give folks talks misery and pain, then I call it recreation. The patients are afraid of me, 'cause if they tell, they'll catch it. They quake and run in fear till they're out of here, in terror of Nurse Hatchet. Well, that's the most fun I ever have. I tell myself, Hilda, oh boy, girl, you're bad. I'm a bad girl. If you're sensible, you'll stay away from me. You'll have to admit that it's easily forgotten, 'cause I can be so mean and rotten. I'm a bad girl. Sensible, you'll stay away from me. I really mean it. A bad girl's all I ever want to be. I'm really nasty. A bad girl's all I ever want to be. That's me.
Paging Dr. Bayer, Dr. C.M. Bayer. Report to the examining room.
Excuse me,
Uh-huh.
is this here the emergency room?
Well, it ain't the Vanderbilt mansion, honey. What is your problem?
Well, I'm a dancer at Malinsky's Burlesque Theater, and I twisted my ankle whilst dancing in the chorus.
Oh.
And when I put my foot down, it really hurts.
Ooh.
It hurts. Oh, the pain, the pain.
Ah, yeah,
Can you
right.
help me?
Well, we'll give it a shot.
Oh, God, I hope not. I was thinking of a bandage.
Okay, well, I think what we need here is an orderly, well, of course, you'll have to fill out the paperwork, that comes first, and then
Sure.
we'll get an orderly to take you to the X-ray lab. Okay. Yes.
Oh, he's cute.
Oh.
Rang for an orderly, Nurse Hatchet?
Why, yes, Ward. Miss St. James has injured her ankle, and she's going to need to get to the to the X-ray lab.
Sure, I'll get a wheelchair.
Oh, yes, sir, yes.
Oh, we don't need one of those, big boy. You're strong enough to help a little girl like me.
It's only gonna take a minute.
Oh, Ward, maybe you just better help her and get her to the X-ray lab.
That's my big,
Be careful.
handsome-
Oh, ow, oh.
I'm sorry.
You either fix it or you'll break it.
Oh, watch out for the doorway. The big dope.
Hilda,
Uh-huh.
how's everything in here?
Well, as well as can be expected. There's one patient after another. We get them to X-ray. We get them taken care of, and that's how we have to take care of things here.
Well, we'll make a plan. Don't worry about it, Hilda. The more patients we have, the more money they make.
Oh, yes, and we'll get them to fill out the paperwork. They leave the deposit with us, and then that's how we take care of them, one by one by one.
So, do you have an idea who the next patient is?
Well, I did see a woman who looked like she was in a lot of distress. And she just seemed to be like really oversized. I'm not exactly sure what her issue might have been.
I thought I saw her too. Well, we'll figure it out when she gets here.
Okay.
So, what else has been new here? You know, I heard the page for, the Nurse Ketchum.
Oh, yes, Butterfingers. Yeah.
So did they ever find her?
I believe that she did show up, and
Make me a
that might
passage.
be the...
Don't delay. I can't always miss you if you're in my way. I have problems so quick as a flash. I hand it over here to Hannibal Cash. Are you a doctor?
No, I just put on this get up to fool people. Of course I'm a doctor.
Well, I have a problem with my stomach and my feet.
Well, what's the matter?
Well, my stomach is so big, I can't see my feet.
Let me make sure I got this right. Your stomach is so big you can't see your feet?
That's right.
Well, the solution's simple. You either go on a diet or you get a full-length mirror. That'll be $10. Pay the nurse. And if you want to enroll in our weight reduction program, she'll refer you to a dietitian.
Paging.
Whoa,
Miss
alrighty.
Rose.
Yes, I can see where you'd have a problem getting down the hallway.
Paging Miss Rose, Miss Addie Rose, report to bookkeeping.
Oh, Dogstrap, here you are.
Yes, here I am. Lotta, as acting director of the clinic, I'm making my rounds of every department.
Oh, and you're doing a splendid job, apparently, Dog's Breath.
Yes.
Dear. And, is there someplace we can talk a little bit more privately?
Certainly, Lotta. Let's grab a seat right here. Let me get the chair for you, dear. Here.
Thank you.
Now, you were saying?
Well, I think it's time that I thought about appointing a permanent director to the Hanover D. Cash Clinic. And I think the doctor most suited to the job would be you, Dog's Breath, dear.
Lotta, I must say I'm overwhelmed and deeply honored. But there would only be one other thing that would make me the happiest man, and that would be if I could take Hanover D. Cash's place in your heart.
Dog's Breath, this is so sudden.
Well, certainly you sensed how I feel about you, dearest.
I had no idea.
Well,
Spider.
You were saying, dear.
I was saying, that I would be the happiest man on earth if you would consent to be Mrs. Dog's Breath Deveraux.
Oh, would you mind if I called myself Lotta Deveraux?
Well, whatever you wish, dearest.
Yes, I will marry you, Dog's Breath.
What was that noise?
Well, I dropped a pencil on my toe. Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
She must have very delicate feet.
Yeah, a lot of bunions, corns. I treat her for them all the time. Her feet are just two big, bumpy lumps. Hey, wait a minute. Did you say that you would consent to be my bride?
Yes, I will marry you, Dog's Breath.
Hooray! You said you would marry her? Are you okay?
I'm having trouble with my hearing right now. I know you're talking because I see that your lips are moving. But I can't hear what you're saying.
I said, are you okay?
Well, obviously, what did you say?
Nurse Drip, good grief. You and Nurse March take Hilda down to our ear specialist, Dr. Luke, in there. He'll fix her up and give me the stethoscope.
I must say your head nurse is very peculiar.
Yes, Lotta, I agree. She doesn't know it yet, but I plan to get rid of her very soon, permanently. So, Lotta, I swear that, Lotta, once we are wed, I will do everything within my power to make you happy for the rest of your life, which should be very short.
But happy, I could never find true happiness again. For the last 20-odd years, I have lived under a cloud of sorrow. You see, my daughter, my only daughter, Anita, had married a very nice young man who worked for the Smithsonian Institute in Washington as a curator. But Anita and her husband, Harry Hand, had a baby girl, Linda. One windy March day, Anita took Linda for a ride in her perambulator down by the Potomac River. But tragedy struck. A mighty blast of wind swept under the hood of the carriage and jerked it out of Anita's hand and down the embankment and into the Potomac River. Anita never saw Linda again. She and Harry pined away from grief. Hanover and I survived the loss of our only child and our granddaughter, but our lives were empty and cold. Hanover devoted himself to the clinic, and I to my charity work. So you see, dear, I could never find true happiness again unless my only grandchild were suddenly returned to me alive and well. Dear, you're so upset.
Windy March day?
Yes, dear. I had no idea my sad story would distress you so.
Your granddaughter and the heir to your fortune?
Yes, if she were alive today, everything I own would be hers as well. Oh dear, you're still upset. Come, let's go outside. Perhaps that will make you feel better.
Yeah, air. Let's go out. Oh, don't forget your reticule.
I have a bad habit. I just leave it anywhere. But don't worry, dear. I never have more than $10,000 in it at a time.
Dr. Deveraux, Nurse Hatchett's hearing is starting to come back.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. She must be doing better. Oh.
Yeah, Nurse March, right? We'll be right back.
Yes, that's right. My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no pater and no mater. I was found in a perambulator, afloat in the Potomac near D.C.
Where is Dr. Deveraux? Did he leave?
I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with him. He looked like he was in shock.
Oh, I think it might have been reaction to his becoming engaged.
Mrs. Cash seems so nice. I hope she's made the right decision. Dr. Deveraux obviously has a roving eye.
Which one?
No, I mean, I don't think he'll be faithful to her.
Oh, he will if he wants to get his hands on her millions.
Millions?
Yes, honey, millions. She is richer than a double chocolate cake and twice as sweet.
Oh.
Maybe she'll come to her senses.
Paging Nurse DeMille. Nurse Carrie DeMille. The lunch trays are ready for distribution.
Where are they?
Where a what, Nurse Hatchet?
Dog's breath and a lot of cash.
They went out for some air.
They went out for some air. We have oxygen tanks everywhere in this clinic.
Maybe they wanted to be alone.
Huh.
I could leave a note for them.
Oh, no. Stick it in your ear.
Ivy, no, she didn't mean that. You have to stop taking everything so literally. Pull it out.
It's stuck.
Come down here in the light.
Nurse Wendy, Ivy, what do you do with a pencil in your ear?
Nurse Hatchet.
Never mind, never mind. You shouldn't put anything in your ear like that. You could damage your eardrum. Let me see if I can get it out of there for you. Ah, there you go. No problem.
Thank you, Dr. Good.
How's the little boy who swallowed the pennies?
Oh, the x-rays turned out great. I could definitely see some change in them.
Ivy?
Oh, Lord. This is our new nurse. New Nurse Wendy.
Hi. My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I have no paper and no maker. I was found in a
Hey, anybody. I swear. Hey, anybody, please help me out. I swear, this is not funny. I've got a problem. Quick as a cash. I heard. I overdid cash.
What seems to be the problem?
I banged my funny bone.
Well,
I think I knocked it out of place.
Oh, you're in luck. We happen to have a nurse on our staff here who's very good with dealing with funny bones. I'll send you to her.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Ward, would you take them to an examination room?
Right
please?
this way, sir. Yeah.
And Nurse Tripp, stick a pump in his mouth. Could you get some admission forms to complete and page a nurse?
Right away.
Well, it seems like we're finally alone for a minute.
I guess we are.
Yeah. Should I try to kiss her?
Yeah. I wish he would kiss me.
You know, doctors lead such hectic lives. I mean, any girl who thought maybe she was going to become romantically inclined with a doctor would have to be really aware of all the demands on his time.
Oh, I'd be very aware.
He'd be on call night and day.
Yes,
Come home exhausted.
naturally.
Need tender loving care.
Uh-huh.
A warm embrace. A gentle kiss.
A kiss?
Yes.
Paging Nurse Bo, Nurse Ann Elbow. You're needed in examining room C.
You know, Wendy, I know this is sudden, but I feel in my heart that you are the girl for me. So sweet, kind, and innocent. Will you marry me?
Oh, marry you? Oh, Phil, yes, yes. When I studied anatomy, how could I have known there would be a reason personally to identify each bone? But then I learned them all by name and my dear, I swear it's true.
With every bone in my body, I love you.
There is nothing so divine as the touch of your phalanges as you run them up my spine.
In return, I have to say that I feel awful dizzy when I touch your vertebrae. With every bone in my body, I love you. Oh, if you took an X-ray, you'd see that it is true. With every bone in my body, I love you. Oh, you make me feel so neat, from my cranium right down to all the turtles on my feet.
Hearing that is a relief. I confess that my patellas can't stop shaking like a leaf. With every bone in my body, I love you.
Oh, if you took an X-ray, you'd see that it is true. With every bone in my body, I love you. Believe me, honey, you know that I'm not making fun. I swear it by my skeleton. With every bone in my body, I love you.
Wendy,
Trixie,
don't you look spiffy in a nurse's uniform? It sure beats wearing one of these, doesn't it? Oh, hi, I'm Trixie St. James. Get Wendy to take you to Malinsky's Burlesque Theater sometime. Maybe you'd like to dance in the chorus for old time's sake.
Wendy, you danced in burlesque.
I should have told you.
Wendy,
What's wrong with
a burlesque dancer.
What's wrong with being a dancer?
Dr. Good, have you seen?
Oh, hello. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
Yeah. Are you good?
Yeah.
Or maybe you'll be going home now.
Oh, how about a stay and we compare blood types or something?
I have to get back to work.
Oh, it must not be as good as I thought. Just will you give me a hand, please?
Sure.
Oh, Lord,
See what you did? That's my girlfriend, Ivy. Ivy, come back.
Honey.
Ivy.
Hey, if she doesn't want you, I'll take you.
Paging Dr. Hart, Dr. C.A. Hart. Report to surgery.
Oh dear, I can't believe that happened.
What are you doing?
I'm writing a letter of resignation. Phil found out about my past from Trixie St. James, a girl I used to dance with, and the look on his face made it clear he could never forgive me. So I have to leave. I couldn't stand working here day after day around him, feeling the way I do and knowing he could never return my love.
I know what you mean. Give me some paper too.
Why?
I'm resigning too. I just caught Ward kissing your friend, Trixie.
Oh dear.
And if that's the kind of girl he wants, we can have her.
You know, I think you need to let him explain. Trixie is that kind of girl. I like her. I've known her for years, but she's very forward around men. You know, I bet that kiss was her idea instead of his. Let him explain.
Oh. I wonder where. No, well, we were looking for Nurse Hatchet, weren't we?
Yes, I wonder where she went.
I think she was outside, wasn't she? Maybe she's hiding in a bush watching Deveraux and Mrs. Cash.
Hiding in a bush?
Oh, yes, I wouldn't put that past her. She's acting really strange around him. Around her, rather.
Oh.
We can keep on going without paperwork.
Curses, that girl is still here. I know she's Lotta's long-lost granddaughter and the heir to her fortune. I'm gonna have to do something about that before anybody else finds out. I think Nurse March is gonna have to meet with a tragic accident very soon.
Dr. Deveraux.
Not now, Nurse March. Lotta, come sit. You must be tired after our stroll.
Not really.
Dr. Deveraux.
Not now, Nurse March.
Dr. Deveraux, I insist on talking to you. I know it may be rude, and the nurses at the nuns at St. Jude's taught me better than that, but I have to. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see.
Here, you don't look at all well. I think you don't look well at all. Take that thermometer.
Perhaps she should lie down.
Good idea, Lotta. Nurse Drip, take her to a bed right away, please.
Come on, Wendy.
No, not there. A private room. Germs, you know. Oh, and stop by the lab on the way down and get a specimen.
Of what?
Anything.
Oh. Come on, Wendy.
If the pace here at the clinic is always so hectic, how will you ever find time for our little wedding ceremony?
Oh, we'll think of something, Lotta.
Oh my God.
A place of healing. And a practitioner of the healing arts, I presume.
Who are you?
What is she?
I'm Sister Sunbeam of the Temple of Love and Light.
So, you're a minister?
Yes, I am ordained.
So, you can perform wedding ceremony?
Oh, at the temple, I join many together in holy matrimony.
Oh, well, great. Lotta and I here want to get hitched. Can you marry us right now, today?
Doctor?
Dog's Breath Deveraux. And this is my intended Lotta Cash. So, when can we tie the knot?
Well, I must ask something of you first.
What? I thought you were here to see a patient.
No, I am here as a patient. As you well have noticed, my throat is very, very weak. Laryngitis.
Oh, I wondered why we were whispering. Okay, Lotta, excuse me, I'll go ring for an orderly. So.
Are you sure you don't want to have me witness the exchange of your vows at sunrise in a meadow strewn with flowers?
Oh, that would be lovely, but the power makes me sneeze.
Oh.
Yeah, she might say achoo instead of I do.
You call for me, Doctor?
Ward. Sister Sunbeam here needs to go to an examining room. Would you take her to see Dr. Will B. Weller? Dr. Weller will make you better in no time.
Thank you. I am at your disposal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
If I'm to be married, I must freshen up. Will you excuse me, dearest?
Certainly, Lotta. And on your way, why don't you stop by the flower shop and get some flowers for the wedding? Tell them to put it on my account.
Oh, that's sweet. But I own the flower shop too, so there's no need for a charge. But I will do that, and I will see you soon.
Ah, great. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. See you soon. What a stroke of luck. Sister Sunbeam's appearance. In an hour, I can be wed, widowed, and wealthy. But I still got to come up with something, do something about her troublesome granddaughter, Nurse March. You know, at the drop of a hat, she blabs her whole life story, so sooner or later, she's gonna let the cat out of the bag. She's gonna have to meet with a tragic end very soon.
Oh, well, if it isn't the groom-to-be. And where is the blushing bride?
She went to freshen up, Hilda.
That ought to take her a couple of days.
Hilda, you'll never guess. A preacher has come into the clinic.
So?
Well, so that means that she can marry us right here, right away, like today.
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
No.
Hilda, take it easy. You must control your jealous temperament. You know, I'm not in love with Lotta. I'm just marrying her to get control of her fortune. We've been over this 100 times.
I know. It's just that when I think of you with another woman, I just go out of my mind.
That'll be a short trip.
Oh, I'll get a grip on my jealousy. I will. I promise I can.
You better, because when she gets a grip, it's a grip. Hilda, there's something else we have to go over. Let's, while we get a chance, let's go somewhere where no one can hear us and finish our plans. Over here.
Oh, all right.
Paging Dr. Waite, Dr. Graham Waite. Report to the pharmacy.
So, what's the big secret?
Well, Hilda, there's a fly in the ointment.
Oh, there is not. I examine every jar of sass that comes into this clinic.
No, Hilda. That's just an expression. It means there's a problem.
Oh. What kind of problem?
Well, as it turns out, Nurse March is Lotta's long-lost granddaughter that she assumes was drowned as an infant.
What? You're making that up, right?
No, I'm not. She tells everybody at the drop of a hat.
I must have missed it.
Well, you and Lotta, but as long as she's around, she's a problem with our scheme, so we need to get rid of her.
Oh, so you want me to fire her?
No, that's not going to be good enough. As long as she's alive, she's too much of a danger to our scheme. So I want you to help me kill her.
Ooh. Oh, dog's breath. Gee, you know, getting rid of Lotta Cash is one thing, but this girl, I don't know.
Hilda, do it for me.
Ooh. Sign her up for a slab at the morgue.
Good. We just need to make it look like an accident, that's all. Do you have any ideas how to do it?
Well, what we could do is hit her with a rock and roll her in the river.
Ooh, rock and roll. That has a certain ring to it. Now, while these folks are coming on here, we need to have a chorus for this number, so we're just going to assume that they develop amnesia and don't remember a thing after all this is over. So, rock and roll, I like it. So we'll take her for a ride in my Model T flivver.
And we'll hit her with a rock and roll her in the river.
Roll her in the river. Oh yeah, do it. Oh yeah, do it. Oh yeah, do it. Oh yeah, do it. That's what we will make our goal, to bump her off with rock and roll. I don't care what people say, rock and roll is here to stay. Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock. Everybody, let's rock around the dock tonight. Yes, rock and roll, rock and roll. Rockety, rock and windy, rock and roll. Rock and roll.
With a wiggle in her walk and a giggle in her talk.
Can't wait to see her drown. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. Round and round. nothing but a drowned dog, dying all the time. Rock, rock and roll, rock, rock and roll. No one will suspect she died down by the riverside. You would die too if it happened to you. Rock, rock and roll, rock, rock and roll. I don't care what people say, rock and roll is here to stay. Yeah!
Which is your road? 20.
Do you know her? Who was fine?
Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. It's starting out to be a hectic day. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We'll do our best to help you come one day.
Gotta sing a jam. Planning lots of mayhem. Very soon we're going to slay them. If you can't take it, now's the time to scram.
Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We're open round the clock, so don't delay. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We're not enough provided we can pay.
Okay, Hilda.
Yeah.
It's been a hectic day.
It has. It's just one patient.
But we have to get ready to go over our plan.
Oh, of course, yes, yes.
Out of my way. I'm having a baby and coming through. I've got problems. Hurry over here, do handles again. Is there a doctor in the house?
I'm a doctor. What seems to be the problem?
Duh. I'm having a baby here.
Oh, that's a relief, because if that was caused by gas, I'd be terrified to give you a shot.
Very funny, doctor. Are you an obstetrician?
No, I'm not.
Oh, you're gonna be if you don't get me to the delivery room right away.
Hilda, there's no time to arrange for an orderly. Take her to a delivery room at once.
Yes, doctor, yes. Yes, it's okay, dear. Okay, I will need a little information though, so I need your street address, please. Well, wait. That's your street address?
No, that's how fast the pains are coming.
Hilda.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Take her to midwife Ketchum right away.
Yes, okay.
Right.
Okay, yes, we're doing that. Oh, you're doing so well.
Push.
No, don't say that.
I'm talking to the nurse.
Yeah, it's okay. All right, we're gonna get you right down there to the delivery. I think I have a wheelchair for you, so just take your time.
Oh boy, days like this have made me think I should have been a shyster lawyer.
Doctor, ain't you? I'm Trixie St. James, and I love professional men.
Then again, being a doctor does have its advantages. Yes, Miss St. James, I am Dr. Dog's Breath Deveraux at your service. Are you a patient?
Yes, I am. I twisted my ankle dancing in the chorus at Oh, come on.
It must be Molinsky's
Yeah,
Burlesque
that's
Theater.
right. Molinsky's Burlesque Theater.
Yeah, I heard of it.
But they fixed it up real great, and it's a good thing too, because I've got to be able to dance tonight. I'm featured in the production's big performance.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you need to show me all how about it.
Well, why don't you have a seat
Okay.
right here? The first thing I do is I scout out a man right there in the audience, and I talk to him. I made up the words myself. Isn't that great? Anyway, I say something like, "Hey there, mister. Why so blue? I can see there's something bothering you. Well, you'll be..." If you want to get better, just listen to Trixie, and I'll fix you right up. Because I'm not whistling Dixie. This is what you gotta do. Don't mope around when you can be a clown. Nobody likes to see a gloomy fella. So take that frown and turn it upside down. You'll make a smile to use the umbrella. How do you do that? Don't pout, but let me call my girlfriends to help me out. Burlesque beauties, don't you think we're cutie? Disappear. So let all your troubles float away like bubbles. Dear, you gotta bend down, lace up your shoes. Come on, you've got nothing to lose, and dance those boogie woogie blues away. And dance those boogie woogie blues away. All together, everybody. Bend down, lace up your shoes. Come on, you've got nothing to lose, and dance those boogie woogie blues away. Watch me, I'll show you how. Say hello to happiness now, and dance those boogie woogie blues away. I said, dance those boogie boogie blues away. Well, that's sort of how it goes.
Yeah, I get the idea. And I got lots of ideas.
Oh, Doc, you're making me blush.
As a matter of fact, I need to make really sure that my staff here at the clinic is doing its job. So I better check out your ankle to make sure. So why don't you hop on over to bed and I'll check it out.
Well, if you think so, you're the doctor.
I'm the doctor.
Paging midwife Ketchum. Midwife Hope you Ketchum. Report to the delivery room at once. What? Oh, correction. Midwife Ketchum, report to corridor C and take your time.
So, has anybody ever told you you have a magnificent set of little piggies? Like this little piggy stayed home and this little piggy went to the market.
Ooh, that really tickles. Ooh.
Dog's breath?
Oh, don't say a word.
Dog's breath?
Is this some kind of game?
Dog's breath, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing? What? Okay, so what's so funny?
I'm just in a good mood. Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop driving me crazy with that gorgeous face and fantastic body.
Oh, you're making me blush.
Oh, that's a sign of good blood circulation.
What is wrong with your voice?
I'm just a little lightheaded and it went to my throat. So, back to business. How's the patient?
Oh, well, she didn't make it to the delivery room.
Yeah, so I heard on the public address announcement.
Well, she had a baby girl.
Well, I didn't think it was going to be a teenager. So, Hilda, now's the time to get back to business. Get that patient's deposit right now.
Of course. Let's see. Now, don't you want to talk about the plans we were...
No, Hilda, no.
Well, you've never kissed me like that before.
Yeah, I know, and if my lips fall off, I'll know why. So, Hilda, scat, the deposit.
Yeah, scat, shoo.
Are we gonna go on with the examination?
Of course we are. Not.
I went to the florist and I got 2 bouquets, but now I don't know which one I like better. Which do you prefer, dear?
The one on the left.
Some helium gas must have escaped in the clinic. It happens sometimes, but it dissipates quickly.
Well, if you say so.
Oh, trust me. Stop it.
Stop what?
Stop driving me crazy with that gorgeous face and fantastic body.
Oh, Dogstrap, you're making me blush.
Oh, there's a lot of that going around.
Dogstrap, there's something wrong with your voice. You must have a lot of gas.
I'm not touching that one. Yes, Lotta, it's an occupational hazard. But since we've decided on the flowers, why don't you take the other one back to the flower shop?
Oh, that's a good idea. I'll do that, dear.
Ta-ta.
I'll be right back.
Can't wait. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Quite the John Joanne, aren't you?
It's difficult to explain.
You don't need to explain anything to me. You just need to explain it to your lady friends.
Well...
Wait, I'm not finished. I have something else.
What?
I think it's time for a little Trixie to get out of here.
Oh, what's your hurry, cutie?
Well, it looks to me like you've got enough on your plate, and I don't mind being second fiddle. But if I ended up with you, I'd be in the bazoon.
Well, I'll admit, lady friends come and go, but I might be available in a very short time, shorter than you think, like in an hour or 2.
Well, if you want to see me, you can find me in the theater. Say, I haven't seen that cute little orderly again. I think I'll go see if I can lay my eyes on him before I scram.
See you, Miss St. James.
Paging Dr. Temple, Dr. Nick A. Temple, report to brain surgery.
Boy, the desk is unattended. Do I have to do everything around here myself?
Excuse me.
Whoa! Gad, someone has called the law.
What?
Hey, Copper, there's no need to draw. I'm not the one you want to nab.
Say.
Nurse Hatchet's who you want to grab. She came up with the plan, not me, so give Hilda the 3rd degree. I've always said crime doesn't pay, so forget about me, take her away. Come on, Copper, let's make a deal. Give me a break and I promise I'll squeal, I'll squeal, I'll squeal. Don't take me to the brig, like a stuck pig, I'll squeal. Here an oink, there an oink, everywhere an oink, oink. Give me a break and I'll squeal.
Hey, you know, for a medical man, you're pretty funny. It's nice to see somebody like you with a sense of humor.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a kidder. Dog's Breath Deveraux at your service, officer.
Gun, Tommy gun. I have an appointment for a physical exam.
Oh, physical exam, good. I'll ring for an orderly.
Dr. Deveraux, I have the patient's information. Oh, drat! Our cover has been blown.
What?
But I won't take the blame alone.
Hey.
I'm not the one you want to nab.
Say,
He's the one you've got to grab. He came up with a plan, not me. So give the doctor the 3rd degree. I've always said it doesn't pay. So take the doc away. Oh, come on, cover, let's make a deal. If you give me a break, I promise I'll squeal. So don't take me to the brink, and like a stuffed pig, I'll squeal. Here anoint, there anoint, everywhere anoint. Give me a break, and I'll squeal.
hey, you're just as funny as Dr. Deveraux. I bet you keep your patients in stitches.
Stitches, that's a good one. You could have been a comic in vaudeville.
Well, maybe I could be. And you know what? If they didn't like my act,
Whoa.
they would still get a bang out of me. Hey, you get it?
Yeah, we got it.
So, you're here for a physical exam, right? Hilda, make sure the orderly's on his way. I rang for him already, okay?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm in kind of a hurry. I go on duty in 1 hour, and I have to stop by the hash house to get some food for the prisoners because the cook is sick.
Oh, well, so have you fed any interesting cooks lately?
Well, we have some con artists, racketeers, and a couple murderers.
Murderers? How interesting, murderers.
Yeah. You know what? You'll probably get the chair.
Yeah, Ward. Officer Gunn here is here for a physical examination. I'm about ready for a mental. So, would you take him for treatment, please?
Certainly, right this way.
Hey, you guys, get to the desk and lean on that desk. Stretch out. Hey, you know what? This has been fun. You guys are great fun to take care of.
Right this way, officer.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's fun playing cops and crooks, isn't it?
So, who does he think he is? A Keystone Cop?
Hilda, we just have to stay calm. We'll never pull off our scheme otherwise.
What? We're still going through with it?
Well, naturally. We have to move fast before Nurse March and Lotta have a chance to discover their connection, but we just need to be more careful with that cop around here, that's all.
I see. I got it. Yeah. Okay, so...
Well, listen, Lotta's going to be back any minute, so let's make our plans for her demise and Nurse March's while we have a chance. Out there.
Okay, got it. Paging Dr. Bottoms, Dr. Seymour Bottoms. Report to examining room A.
Oh, man. How could I have fallen in love so quickly only to have it end so badly? How could I have met the girl of my dreams only to lose her? What good's being a doctor if you can't mend your own wounds? If only there was a bandage for a broken heart.
Dr. Good, are you okay?
Oh, hi, Ward. Physically, I'm doing fine. Emotionally, I'm a wreck.
Sounds like women problems.
How do you know?
I'm in the same boat. When Cupid came along one day and struck me with his bow, I thought he was my buddy, but instead he was my foe.
I know exactly what you mean. His arrow struck me too. If I could catch that little squirt, I'd beat him black and blue. I saw my love and our hearts sang in perfect harmony.
Then all at once my dream came true, became a tragedy. How do you put a bandage on a broken heart? How do you find a way to stop the pain? How do you treat them when the heartache starts? The answer's not a shot of Novocaine. What do you recommend to keep the tear ducts dry? A towel. What happens when you start to fall apart? What's the solution when you feel that you could die? There is no way to mend a broken heart. There is no way to mend a broken heart.
So I thought you and Trixie were getting along great.
We were.
Heidi.
We were. But Trixie. We were. We were getting along just fine. But Ivy came in and saw Trixie kissing me.
Oh, that's too bad. She was, Trixie was the cause of my unhappiness as well. She revealed that Wendy was a dancer in burlesque, just like her.
Well, Wendy may have been a dancer, but she's no Trixie. It's like comparing the Angel of Mercy to the Grim Reaper.
Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. And look, I know you and Wendy care a lot about each other. All right? I wish you'd at least allow her to explain her side of the story. I know what she's going through because Ivy won't listen to me.
Well, maybe you're right.
Send me a doctor, send me a nurse. Don't have anything, send me a nurse. I've got a problem, quick as a flash. I hurried over here to another
You really got a problem, Doctor.
You got that right. I'm an extra in a Western two-reeler. Max Sennett is shooting near here. We're filming a scene where the Indians attack the fort. When suddenly, I get a splitting headache. I can't imagine what happened.
I can, I'm a doctor.
What's your diagnosis?
You got an arrow in your head.
That explains what the funny looks I got from all the passengers on the trolley. Can you help me?
We'll try. Ward, could you escort her down to the surgery room? And when you're going down there, order a special set of pliers and some aspirin, the giant economy size.
Don't mess up my hairdo.
Okay. Right this way. I need a gurney.
Help me.
Paging Reverend Depew, Reverend Neil N. Depew. Your presence is requested in the chapel.
I told you I wasn't sick. I don't know what made Dr. Deveraux think I was.
I don't know. You were upset about Dr. Good, and you were rather flushed.
Oh, that must be it. Look, there's no one on the desk.
Oh, should there be?
Of course. No, Ivy. I meant there should be someone at the desk.
Oh, I guess that makes more sense.
I've lost my letter of resignation. I'll have to write another one. I do want to do things professionally.
Well, I've lost my letter of resignation too, so I need more paper as well. Oh, this will do. Oh, thank you.
It won't be easy to leave this place and never look upon his face again.
I'll miss my fella with all my heart, but yet it's best if we depart, my friend.
Men,
Men, men,
let's say goodbye to love. It isn't worth a dime. Let's thank our stars above that we found out in time. We learned a lesson best not forgotten. Love is rotten. Goodbye to love. If I am tempted to fall again, I'll make myself remember when love died.
and if I should meet an orderly who seems to be in love with me, I'll hide.
Men,
men, men, let's say goodbye to love. It isn't worth a dime. Let's thank our stars above that we found out in time.
we learned a lesson best not forgotten. Love is rotten.
Goodbye to love.
Bye, bye, love. Trixie, have you, Ivy, have you talked to Ward about, you know, him and Trixie?
Do you think I should? When we had some Siamese twins here, they were close as Ward and Trixie were.
I know, but I told you, Trixie can be so forward when it comes to men. I'm sure that kiss was her idea, not his. I think you need to let him explain.
What's there to say? You do? You think I should?
Yes, I do.
He was the nicest boyfriend I ever had. Yeah.
You know, I wish I was in a similar situation, but I just think that Dr. Good's problems and mine are just too deep. You know, my behavior was perfectly respectable when I was making my living as a dancer, but he just would never forgive me for working in such a tawdry establishment.
Ivy, I sure wish you'd let me talk to you.
Wendy said she thought I should let you explain. So explain.
I'd like to go to a place a little more private than this.
I'll cover the desk, you go ahead.
Paging Nurse Biter, Nurse Nell Biter. You are wanted in the psychiatric ward.
Ivy, that dancer you saw me with means nothing to me. You're the only girl you're the only girl I care about.
It didn't seem that way.
She just grabbed me and she kissed me. Maybe she was just grateful for the way I helped her with her ankle.
It's a good job you didn't perform major surgery on her.
I will never do it again. You do believe me, don't you?
I believe you.
And forgive me?
And forgive you. Yes, I'll forgive you, but you have to wear one of these while she's in the clinic.
As long as I can pull it down and do this.
Oh, I'm so happy you made up.
Me too.
I'm happy too. Let's do it again.
bed. I think I better make it up.
No, I'll take care of the bed. You go ahead.
Oh, thank you. You're a real pal.
Which way are we going?
Page 8, Miss Plenty, Miss Patience A. Plenty. If you'll take your 4th grade class to see Dr. C.I. Ball, he's ready to examine your pupils.
Good, Hilda, there's no one here.
Well, now, are you sure that the drug will work?
Yeah, I'm positive. I'm gonna put some in Lotta's tea and give it to her, and she's gonna go to sleep and never wake up, leaving me in full control of the clinic and her fortune.
Well, as long as nobody discovers that the March girl is Lotta's long-lost granddaughter.
Yeah, if she were ever, we gotta do away with her too. If she were ever to find out that Lotta's daughter, Anita Han, was actually her mother, she could lay claim to half Lotta's fortune, and I want to keep it all.
We intend to keep it all.
Yeah, Hilda, yeah. After I marry and dispose of Lotta, and then we are wed, then everything I own will be yours as well. What was that?
What was what?
Your hearing hasn't been worth a hoot all day. Somebody groaned.
Oh, you!
She must have overheard everything.
Oh, no!
I overheard enough to know that the two of you are despicable cads. Your horrible scheme will never work.
Oh, yeah? Who's gonna stop us?
I will. I'm going to summon the police.
Oh, no, you're not. Hilda, some chloroform, quick.
Got it, yeah. Here we go.
Good.
Let's
Here,
get her.
put her down. Looks like it's working.
Oh, okay.
Great.
Oh, she's a little drowsy. Okay. All right, so you want me to cover her up?
Yeah. And
Okay.
Then I'll tell you what we'll do.
Uh-huh.
Because I knew you were wondering.
Yeah, I was.
Cover her up with some of that gauze. Wrap it around her face so nobody will know who she is.
Okay.
Then once you do that, we'll stick her in a wheelchair and we'll wheel her out to my car. Okay. Then we'll put her in the car and we'll drive her down to the river. Yeah. And we'll dump her in.
Yeah.
Just like we planned.
Yeah, got it. Okay.
Yeah. That's good. Now we'll just have to figure out what to do next. Yeah, things are pretty tight. As long as she's out for a while, that'll work. So we don't have to worry about anybody else.
Okay, so that's the best I can do as far as covering her up.
Okay.
So we're not going to have to worry about when Lotta and Sister Sunbeam come on the scene.
Oh, speaking of which.
I ran into Mrs. Bennett. Sister Sunbeam, and her voice is all healed.
Oh, boy.
Yes, your physician did a minor miracle. I am well again and ready to join the two of you in holy matrimony.
And I ran into some people at the clinic and I invited them to attend the ceremony. That will make it so much nicer, don't you think?
Whatever you think, Lotta, sure. Yeah, more
Everyone
people.
is arriving. Why don't we fill in the marriage license while they're looking for their...
Okay, good, yeah.
Well,
Tommy, I'm so glad I met you.
I'm so happy I met you.
Oh, I don't know what.
Hilda,
Yeah.
you gotta handle it. You gotta handle it, Hilda.
No.
You just stay at the desk, and if a fit comes on, just slip outside and while you have it, and just whatever you do, don't ruin everything.
Oh, no, I'll get it under control.
You better.
I will. I
better.
won't ruin anything.
Let's stand over here. Friend, we are gathered here to join the two of these in holy matrimony. Although I've only known for a short time, I've sensed the love between them. Oh, you already have, Dogsworth. You took Lotta's hand. Beautiful.
I read your mind. What's left of it?
Dogsworth, Fred, would you take this woman to be
No.
Dogsworth? Repeat after me.
What?
I, Dogsworth, promise to love, honor, and cherish you for as long as I live.
I, Dogbreath, promise to love, honor, and cherish you for as long as I live.
Lotta, repeat after me. I promise to love, honor, and cherish you for as long as I live.
I promise to love, honor, and cherish you for as long as I live.
Wonderful. Lotta, do you take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Yeah.
Dogsworth, do you take this woman to be your lovely wedded wife?
Yeah, I do.
Wonderful. It is my pleasure to announce that you are now husband and wife.
No.
Wouldn't anyone like to congratulate the newlyweds?
No. Okay, so I'm sorry. I seem to have bumped my head. Well, yeah, I heard it coming.
What? I don't know what that noise was, but it must have been my stomach. I didn't get any lunch today. Pardon me.
Oh, I thought I heard something.
Someone's under the covers.
It's a patient.
Why is her head covered?
I thought she died. My mistake. We'll take her to another room. Hilda.
I can help you, Dr. Deveraux.
Hey, thanks, Ward. But no, I want you and Nurse Drip to come to our reception following the ceremony. We'll let Hilda do it.
Got it. Yeah.
Wendy March. Deveraux, you thought she had died and you didn't tell us?
Hey, would have put a damper on the ceremony.
Now I remember. You chloroformed me. You planned to kill Mrs. Cash and me.
Oh, she's hysterical.
No, I'm not. I overheard Dr. Deveraux and Nurse Hatchett talking. They said that after he had married Mrs. Cash, they were going to murder her so he could inherit the clinic and all her money.
I want a divorce.
Curses, that girl has spilled the beans.
I don't see any beans.
Don't worry about any beans, you all. I've had enough. Take your seats. And Hilda, get some gauze and tie them up in the seats.
Okay. Will do. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta get it.
Okay, you got it. Okay. John, this up?
Okay, we're doing good over here.
Good.
Okay. Tie them up. Oh, good job, yeah. Oh, excellent. Yeah. Okay.
Your evil plan can't work, Deveraux. So just cut it out right now.
Well, I'm not so. Don't be too sure about that. I'll just have to kill you all. That's all. But I'll think of something like maybe I can botch a bunch of operations or something.
Out of all of us, that'd be quite a few to do at one time, even at your operating speed. You know, the cardiologist and the Surgeons Association will come after you to bum you up.
And so the police department, they found a dead cop who just had a physical exam that turned out very good.
And who ever heard of someone dying from a twisted ankle?
Yeah, if anyone could do it, Deveraux could.
Yeah, enough already, enough. Just because I botched an operation and lost a patient with a hangnail once, you don't have to rub it in. I'll just think of something else.
You are a discredit to your profession.
Yeah, what else is new?
Well, I might be a cad, but I'm gonna be a rich cad because I've got a lot of cash's signature on the marriage certificate to prove it.
And you're holding my hand over here to see how you've disgraced this clinic.
Don't worry, honey. You'll be able to tell him personally very shortly.
Mrs. Cash, I overheard something else. Dr. Deveraux told Nurse Hatchett that your daughter Anita was my mother.
Anita lost her baby when a mighty wind swept her perambulator down the embankment and into the Potomac River.
Then it must be true. My name is Wendy March. I was brought up in an orphanage, you see. I had no pater and no pater. I was found in a perambulator, floating on the Potomac near D.C. It was a windy March day.
Oh, you are my little Linda.
Linda?
Linda Hand. Oh, my grandmother.
Oh, I think I'm going to cry.
Oh, don't do that while your hands are tied. You won't be able to wipe your nose.
Good. We just have to do something else before anyone else comes in, Hilda.
Yeah.
Let's get the syringe. I know. Morphine.
Oh, that ought to do
We'll
it.
give them all overdoses. They'll die on the spot.
Oh, no. Drugs kill.
So, I get these syringes all ready. Okay, get those needles in straight. Okay. So,
Yeah, let's put the needles in straight.
Straight. Got it.
Okay, now get the morphine in the drawer.
Oh, got it. Okay. I'm coming over for the morphine. Here it is. Oh, goody. This would be the bottle of morphine.
Good, we're ready.
Okay.
They won't feel a thing.
He doesn't know how right he is. That's muscle relaxing.
Well, since you've been giving me such a headache, honey, you're gonna be first.
No!
Go ahead. If Phil is going to die too, I don't want to live without him.
Say bye-bye.
That's so sweet. Ooh, that's the most gruesome thing I've ever seen.
She obviously hasn't looked in a mirror lately. It looks like it's working. Good. Now let's inject the others.
Yeah, got it. All right.
Take me next. I can't live without Wendy.
I'm happy to oblige, Dr. Good.
My left arm just died.
Well, what about the rest of you?
I'm perfectly fine.
Whoa, there's something wrong. Catch her, Hilda, quick. The morphine didn't work.
Oh, get yourself back over here.
You can stick me all you want, but you won't kill me. I substituted muscle relaxant for the morphine when Ivy instructed me.
Nurses, foiled again. But if that shot didn't work, this one will.
Oh, no, you don't want to hit me.
He's not gonna hit anybody.
What a woman.
Thanks.
Hilda, get the gun.
No, we got it. Oh, come on, I can do this. Go. Whoa. Let's see.
Everyone smack him now. Let's go.
Whoa.
Move your feet.
Hilda, move.
Your feet. Move
Swing your seat.
Swing your seat.
Smack him in the shins.
Smack him in the shin.
Then smack him again.
Smack him again.
do the bop, do bop, do bop, do the bop, do bop, do bop. Bang away at their legs until they drop. Do the bop, do bop, do bop, do the bop, do bop, do bop. We won't be through until they turn black and blue. Don't stop.
Hilda, do something.
Hit him again.
Whoa.
Don't stop. Oh.
Oh, my arm. My arm is. No.
Get him. Do the bop, do bop, do bop, do the bop, do bop, do bop. Bang away at their legs until they rock. Do the bop, do bop, do the bop, do bop, do bop. We won't be until they turn. Don't stop. We're having lots of fun while we're kicking around the gun. Don't stop. Oh. Do the bop, do bop, do bop, do the bop, do bop, do bop, do the bop, do bop, do bop, do the bop.
Oh no. Oh no.
Officer, please take this.
I don't think I need it. Just there. All right, you guys, put your hands out.
You got me, Steve.
Oh, man.
Oh, and boy, could you give me a hand, please?
It'll be my pleasure.
All these two attempted murderers off to jail.
Oh, I'll get the door.
Can I ride along to the station with you?
If we get out of jail in our 80s, then we'll be able to spend our golden years together.
Yeah, stick in your ear. Is this any way for a villain to make an exit?
Hilda, maybe we should go to City Hall and annul this terrible marriage to Dr. Deveraux.
Yes, but first I must greet my long-lost granddaughter. You cannot know the joy I feel at having finally found you. My precious, sweet granddaughter, you resemble your sainted mother, sweet, pretty, kind-hearted. As horrible as this day has been, I will always treasure it as the day you came back into my life.
Oh, and grandmother, I will treasure it too, as the day I found two riches, you and Phil.
And I think it's time. I need to pick a new director for the Hanover D-Cash Clinic. And I think the doctor most suited to the job would be you, Dr. Good.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful, thank you.
I think it's time you called me grandmother, since I'm going to become your grandmother-in-law. Goodbye, children.
Goodbye, grandmother.
Goodbye, Dr. Good.
Goodbye, love.
Come, Sister Sunrise.
I assumed you forgave me for my checkered past when you said you loved me when you thought I was dead.
Yeah, I was at fault of letting the prior career have that kind of effect on me. Do you forgive me?
I do. It's easy to forgive someone that you love, and I do love you.
And I love you.
Oh, if you took an X-ray, you'd see that it is true. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. We're going to have to be a hectic day.
Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency. It's about to say. Emergency, emergency, make way for an emergency.
Is this one working? This was working.
Just talking to the bed
Okay, so this is awkward. I'm going to ask you to hold the flowers so I can. That was number one, spectacular. So another round of applause, please. Many of you know me, but not all of you. I'm Danielle, I'm the executive director, and I'd like to say I had anything to do with this, but other than enjoying it, I have to give all the credit to the folks that put the hard work into this program. It was, number one, the performance with the most puns I have ever heard. Number two, we had the privilege, my assistant and I and Lindsay had the privilege of hearing the actors rehearse their lines right next to us in the art room as they practice. And while you listen to these lines when they're not actually up here on stage, at first you're kind of thinking, how is this show gonna go? And then when they put it all together like this, you just realize it's amazing. And I just can't say enough thank yous to Fran and Maggie Doyle, so if they could come up here. Has a gift, but this gift is truly amazing to pull this group together in the way they did with the amount of time, effort, and then all the money that they collect for the good causes that they support. I just can't thank them enough, and I think that the whole group is just such a great joy and bring to the community, but it's also so special because I don't know anywhere else that would ever have such a performance, such great directors, and we just appreciate what they do so much. So thank you to Fran and Maggie. And then the next person we're going to thank is Judy over there. So, now, what I need to say about Miss Judy is that I am somebody with no musical talent. To the point when my husband and I dance, he says, "Let me lead," and I said, "I thought I was." But to watch Judy come in on cue perfectly with her timing, exactly at the right moment when they're about to sing, and then the way they sang with her accompanying them, it was just spectacular, and that takes a lot of talent and a lot of work.
Danielle, nobody knows that she has a broken right thumb.
Oh my.
So we don't call her lefty enough.
I would expect tomorrow that there's a pun and a new name for Judy then with her broken thumb. But again, from the bottom of my heart and Freedom Village, we just appreciate what all the actors, the production, the music, the lighting, the cameras, and all the action And thank you to all of you that attended. This was a great afternoon, so thank you so much, and we wish you well. I'm sorry, wait. Wait. They're letting me know there's a prompter, and I didn't realize that. So, I think because I was all the way in the back, I didn't realize the prompter was helping me cast out. So thank you, because I didn't know how they remembered all those lines, but they did a pretty good job, but you helped them along, so thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate it.